Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, so I'm gonna try to catch you guys up on what I've been up to while I was away, and we'll just hop right to it. So the last video I made, I think I was agonizing about getting the Day Designer Daily, and as you see, I did eventually get it because when I obsess over something, that's just how it goes. I do get it eventually, and this planner did work for me for a couple of weeks. Let me see if I can do a quick flip. So I got this in August, around the time my son started school. And I do have some private info here, so I don't think I'll be able to flip through the whole thing. But I did use it consistently for a good bit. I did meal planning. I just did kind of a brain dump. Once he started school, I would make a little schedule like this. But I did drop off eventually because I was still using my common planner at the time. As always, I always struggle when I'm using multiple planners. I always tend to fall off on one of them. So that's what happened here. I really appreciated this daily layout when my son started school, and that was a pretty big change in our routine. But then once I got our routine all set, I didn't really need the hourly layout anymore. I could just coast and go back to my common planner for all of my daily tasks and tracking. But I did go back to this every now and then when I would feel overwhelmed. So I think September I didn't use this at all. So just some scribblings here and there. And then in October I did try to use this again for a little bit. So here I did try again. So here I skipped it and then I went back to it and then nothing again. So that's how it's been. I did use this recently. Here I was feeling a bit overwhelmed, so I did use the daily layout to kind of map out my day just to make sure that I got everything done. And then nothing again. So I do like having this daily layout when I need it, when I feel really overwhelmed or busy and I just don't know where to start. It really helps me to define what my top 3 is and then write down what my schedule will look like. And more often than not, there's enough time in the day for me to do everything. But it really helps me to be able to visualize how my day is going to look. For 2025, I don't know if I'm going to be using this planner. This is an academic planner, so it runs from July 2024 to June 2025. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep using this all the way through. I am going to keep this planner just to keep playing with it and trialing it every now and then, but for my full everyday planner, this is probably not the one for me. So back to my Sterling Ink Common Planner, which I've been using all year. It's still here, still chugging along. So I am using a traveler's notebook for my cover. I've slowly been selling off my Hobonichi Weeks cover because I'm moving away from that size next year. So right now I'm just using what I have left. And I still do have a bunch of Hobonichi Weeks covers, but I'm just using this one because I'm getting ready to let them go. So back to my traveler's notebook. I am still using my clear insert here for some deco. And then I have this old business card, and now I just use it for deco in my planner. And then here is my planner, my Sterling Ink N2. This is the compact size. I don't know if I can flip through this fully because I do have a lot of private info here. I use this as my main planner. I have my son's schedule here, when I'm seeing doctors, when I'm seeing other people, so there's a lot of private info, but I can show you the back. I use the back for my trackers, just for my weekly and daily chores. That really helps me a lot to stay on task in the day. I need to be able to check things off when I do something, even if it's something minor. It just gives me that little boost of dopamine. And then I do have my notes here. And I have my media log, which I've been filling up. And then here's my book log. And I fill it up all the way. And this is probably my favorite spread in this planner because I really like how full it is. And it's just writing. And I love the feel of the Tomoe River paper when it's fully written in like this. I don't know. It's so fun to flip through. And then here's my game log. So I've never gotten on with a book journal or a gaming journal. I've tried in the past and I just never made it happen. So I went back to just logging them in my planner like this. I really need everything in one notebook because otherwise it's out of sight, out of mind for me, and then I just forget to fill it. It's way easier for me to just flip to the back and fill it in here. So I do have some other things in the back pages here. And then here in the back, I have my reference insert, which I have shared before. This is just for information that goes through the next year. So birthdays, grocery list guide, meal planning, all that. That's in here. And then this leather cover is the Galen Leather Traveler's Notebook insert. And it does fit the Hobonichi weeks. So you can use your Traveler's Notebook as a cover. You can also use this by itself, but I like using my Traveler's Notebooks. And then here in the zipper, I do have a ruler. And then I just use this outdated insert as kind of like a blotting paper. I use ballpoint pen, so I don't need it, but it's just kind of force of habit back when I was using gel pens on my Hobonichi weeks. And then in the back, here's just some more deco. And then that's it for my main planner. So 2024 is nearly over. I'm just gonna keep using my sterling ink up until the end of the year. And then I am moving on to personal Filofax for next year. So the cover I'm using right now is the Filofax Chester in the red color. So this has been discontinued, but you can still buy it on eBay and Mercari. It is personal size. And one thing about this planner is I didn't buy any new inserts for this planner. These are all inserts that I already had before. I'm moving into a week on 2-page spread like this, so instead of all the days being on one side with a notes page, I'm trying out this layout where half the week is on one side and then the other half is on the other, because with my sterling ink planner, there's just so much space left over here on the side, and I don't really like that. Even when I was meal planning, it just feels kind of empty here, and I don't know, I don't want that. It just feels like wasted space to me. So next year I'm going to be trying this layout and seeing if I like it. And these are inserts that I've already owned, so I didn't buy any new ones for next year. I was really inspired by the underconsumption trend earlier this year, and that really motivated me to just go through my stash and look at my undated inserts and just use them up. So that is what I'm doing next year. So these inserts I've had for many years now, like 2019 I think, so it's kind of old, but they still work. Same with these grid inserts. These are also years old. These all came from a bundle on AliExpress that I bought years ago. And as you see, I've already prepped my pages here. So let me just go through my setup real quick. This isn't going to be a full setup video. So here in the front, I just have this dashboard with black and white stickers on it, just to make it look fun and cute. I have some deco cards here. Just going through the setup real fast. And then this was an invite from my friend's Christmas party, and I decided to save the graphic because it's so cute, and I turned it into a dashboard. And then here is the cover page that I made. And then here for the first tab I have inbox, so this is just blank line paper. I've already put in fresh inserts. So this is just for things that I need to write down quickly, and then I can process them on my weekly review. Next tab is info, so this is my reference insert. I do have some private info here, so I'm gonna just flip through it real quick. And then here some other information that I want to keep track of. I do want to add more references to my planner because I find it really helpful to just have it all in one. Like, I don't want to have to pull up a reference insert like this one, or pull up my phone and open up Notion. I like everything in one setup. That's one of the reasons why I'm moving to personal rings next year, is because I can set up my planner any way I want. Like, I can add in pages, take them out, and make it exactly as I want it. So that is my reference section, and then next is my planner section. So here, these are undated monthly inserts that, again, I bought years ago. I went ahead and pre-filled the calendar with a date so I don't have to do it. And this way I can do some forward planning without having to worry about filling in the dates because they're already here. Well, I have that all the way till December next year. And then I have my January pages. So I went ahead and dated the first 3 months of next year. So January, February, March. Here's January. I already set up my tracker, so I don't have to worry about it. I can just jump right into this planner once the year ends. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump to the weekly pages. I already have some appointments written down, so just going to skip through that. But here you can see these date stickers. I already had these stickers as well, so I went ahead and dated my weekly pages all the way till March. So again, I don't have to worry about it. I plan on keeping 3 months at a time in this planner. For my weekly pages, I can do a little bit of forward planning, but these rings wouldn't be too stuffed. Anything that I need to keep track of, I can always use my monthly pages for. So that is the plan for me. So again, just using old inserts that I already have, and I'm pretty excited about it because I'm trying to reduce my stash. If you've been following my channel, you know that's been a journey of mine the last few years, and I did fall off of it this year, but I'm recommitting to it for next year. This year has just been so busy for me, and there were so many things happening that focusing on my stationery stash just kind of fell off for me. It wasn't much of a priority compared to what was happening, but now that things kind of settled down, I'm back at it again. And then the last section in my Filofax is lists. So this is just like the back pages in my sterling ink. So I already have my media log set up. I already have my book log here and my game log, and I do want to start a project pan next year just for myself. I don't know if I'm going to be making it a series on my YouTube channel, but I have a handful of things that I want to use up next year, like skincare, body care, all that. It's not just going to be stationery. And for the headers, I did go ahead and use my label maker just because I wanted them to look nice. And then I have some more private lists here, so I'm gonna just jump through that. Then here's just some more deco. And then here's the back. So as far as my planner next year, I've already gathered the inserts and materials that I want to use in this little mesh pouch. And these are all from my pre-existing stash. I didn't buy anything new. And I keep all of the inserts, stickers, anything else I want to use for next year in here. So here's what's inside. For archiving my inserts, I do have this clear flower binder. So this is what's gonna go into my archive at the end of the year. And then these are the stickers I want to use for next year. These are the date stickers that I'm gonna be using. So I've already used some of them. Some more stickers. This is for my dashboard here. And I have some girl stickers here that I might want to use for decorating, but I don't think I'm gonna be as involved with decorating next year. And then here are the inserts that I plan on using. So I have the grid inserts here. And then I have daily inserts. Using the Day Designer Daily made me realize that sometimes I do like having a daily layout every now and then, but I don't need it every day. So what I've decided to do instead is buy a set of daily personal size inserts, and they're completely undated, so I can just fill it in whenever I need to, and then I'll just put them in my Filofax as I go. So I feel like that's much better for me than having a full daily planner, because even though this one wasn't that expensive, it does feel like a waste to me that maybe I've only used 10% of it. So this way I can put down a daily page if I want to, and if I don't, I don't have to worry about it. And then the rest of my inserts are just some extra monthlies, the rest of my weekly inserts, and then my dot grid inserts. So that is the plan for next year. I'm already set up. I didn't need to buy anything new. I've been really embracing planner underconsumption this year. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Spellbound Notes, and I will see you next time. Bye!